بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب وقرآن مبين ربما يود الذين كفروا لو كانوا مسلمين ذرهم يأكلوا ويتمتعوا ويلههم الأمل فسوف يعلمون.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, most gracious and merciful, we thank Almighty Allah. We praise Him. He has made it possible that we are breathing, we are eating, drinking, and are able to move. We can't give anything to Him than giving thanks and praises to Him, Almighty Allah, because He is the Master of the Day of Judgment, the Supreme Commander of the Universe. He is the omnipotent and omnipresent. His peace, mercy, and blessing be our prophet. Mixture, compound. So make it compound, inshallah. We thank Almighty Allah, His peace and blessing be upon our behalf and cherished Prophet Muhammad, his companions, and all those who follow the teachings, rules, and regulations, promulgations until the day of judgment. Mr. Chairman, Honorable is here, Ajla, the Imam, Chief Imam, and deputies, and all sisters, brothers and sisters in this campus. I think it's important, and I'm very delighted that this occasion I'm here. The topic they gave me is propagating Islam through discipline. That is what we are coming to talk about. I'm saying, if you can, you're doing a mess of that. Now, when you say, you know, James are for, say, you know, more than a moment, you are going to have this year, there's a little bit of say, a prayer as a first of Islam and King the day is buying a humble say, the never in another camp, how Islam is so at home. That's all that we are here. And you can't Islam, then you understand, say, the meaning of Islam is submission. Submission. So you can't practice Islam without submission to the will of Allah. So when you start submitting yourself to the will of Allah, then that you can call you that you are somebody who has a discipline, who has instituted a discipline in you. So when you submit yourself, you know when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, then He gathered all our souls. In the Quran chapter 7, verse 177, Surah Al-Araf, Allah gathered all of our souls and told us that, do you know that I created you? Oh, no, in the day of judgment, you can't go and deny this statement. Louder. So in the day of judgment, you can't go and deny this statement from Almighty Allah. Everything has been booked, has been videoed, and it is there waiting for it that when Allah created our souls, He gathered all the souls together. And then He asked us, questioned us, am I not your Lord? And we all agreed and answered, yes, you are our Lord. So Allah said, then I'm sending you to the world. And therefore, what I want you to do, that is what Allah said in the Quran chapter 56, verse 51. Allah said, Quran chapter 2, verse 56. That wama khalaqtul jinna wal insa illa liya'budun. That I did not create jinns and mankind except that they should worship me. when somebody comes to when we give birth to a child, say, who are padano to her, what is a padano saying there? Then we think that the child is crying. No, it is the statement that Almighty Allah has told him or her, and he said that I have agreed. So, you have nothing to do than to come and worship Almighty Allah. You have nothing to do to come and be disciplined on this earth. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after creating the sun to do 12, Allah said, فَجَعَلْنَاهُ سَمِيعٌ بَصِيرٌ, that I've given you ear and what? Eyes. The Allah said, Inna hadaynahu sabilan ima shakiran wa imma kafuran. That I have also shown you the way, the right way, that whether you be grateful or ungrateful. That is why everything has been given two. The nose, the neck, the eyes, that He has given you all these things, whether you be grateful or ungrateful to Him. So if you're a Muslim, then you have to be happy. Why should we be happy? Allah did not leave us like that. He gave us guidelines, manual. That is the Holy Quran. That is our manual. So that manual is when you want to see something, you want to look at discipline, then the manual, that is the Holy Quran, is itself discipline. Then you go there, you find what is discipline in the Quran. It's very simple. So all your life that you want to live, then you need to take the Quran as your life, as your manual. You need to read the Quran, you need to understand, not a matter of reading the Quran. Many people read the Quran, they don't understand. Just reading, bra. Some people even have the book, the Quran translated into English language, they read, they don't understand. Just like people, churchgoers, they have the book, the Bible in their armpits, but a professor who has attained degree and then those kind of this masters and doctorate and listen, and from Oliver will go and tell him that human being is God and you believe in it because you don't read, you don't ponder, you just take it. But as a Muslim, if you are a Muslim and you are able to read the Quran, understand the Quran, and even if you have not attained a degree or even an SS, you are more than somebody who has a doctorate degree. Why? Because the Quran itself, Allah said He has never left anything untaught in the Quran. Anything untaught in the Quran, from geology to archaeology, everything is in the Quran. So that is the character that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to emulate. That is why Allah said in the Quran chapter 3, verse 110, Kuntum khayra ummati ukhrijat lin-nas, that you are among the best that Allah has ever raised, like a Muslim. Why? Because because you should teach people how to do right, how to do things good. That's what the Quran taught us. Discipline. So I'm saying that if you're a Muslim, then you have to be happy. Why? Because there is no book that came to this world that religion has spelled inside. The book that talk about itself. My brother read that Yasin wal Quran. Look at the Quran talking about the Quran. What book? There's no book. The Quran is talking about the Quran. When you take the other books like what you call the old, the new, this Rastafarian book and other, you never see evidence about that the Bible is written in the Bible. It is not there. But when you come to the Quran is written in the Quran. You see, that is the book. So when you read the Quran chapter 3 verse 19, that is where you just have to laugh and be happy that you're a Muslim, that even if you have nothing in this world, you have to be happy. The Quran said, Inna Deena Indallah. The accepted religion in the sight of Allah is Islam. That alone is a weapon. That alone. We are sure that this is what Allah has accepted. You are assured The Quran further said that وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِ غَيْرَ دِينِ الْإِسْلَامِ فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ وَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ. Whosoever rejects or refuse or accept any other religion apart from Islam, Allah said He will never accept, and in the hereafter He is going to be among those who are dejected and rejected. You are not going to go and come back and be a Muslim again. You are not going to come back and worship Allah again. That is your time. So I was even it's like all of us were students before. When we converted to Islam, then we were still schooling. We saw it. It's not that, my brother was reading, that the Honorable was saying, and it's true, it's not like something. The Muslim will come to school. Even those days, we have a lot of Muslims who were coming to school. We don't even know that they are Muslims. Their names are there like they are Muslims, but they are not Muslims. Because if you come to campus and say, you don't pray, the Prophet ﷺ said, whosoever refuse to pray for 3 days, who is he or her? Yes, for 3 days. And some people, and you can see. But there is something in the Quran that inna salata tanha anil fahsha wal munkar. That the salat is rather something that but what about somebody all yes salat and still another house? What about that person? But so salat no am one. Between the salat and am one. So don't let us say you can't be praying. You are Muslims that we are salat. Then we are salat. You are praying, you are a thief. Then you are praying, we will be on what drama, you are praying, then all sort of this thing. Then you are saying that salat the salat cannot save you if you don't stop those things. The Quran said right after 2 Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 177, Allah said, Laysa birru an tuwallu wujuhakum qibla al-mashriq wal-maghrib. He said that it is not the righteous or piety or those who go to Jannah are those who faces east or west, say Allahu Akbar, and that he has entered the Jannah. It's not like that. Akbar. Allahu Akbar. It's not like that. But he says, وَلَكِنَّ الْبِرَّ مَنْ آمَنَ بِاللَّهِ. The righteousness, the piety, the one who goes, who will enter into Jannah. It is the one who believes in Allah alone and believe that there is a day that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our good deed, our bad deed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to judge us and then give us whatever we deserve. When you believe in that, if you believe that there is a judgment that when you die, there is punishment on the grave. If you believe that you are going to be punished, you believe that in the day of judgment you are going to be resurrected and Allah will raise the sun on our head and then we are going to be punished. If you have that belief that there is going to be a book that all your bad and good deeds are written there, everybody has a book here. Everyone has a page. Everyone. The moment you are born, your book is produced. And when you attain the age of what you call puberty, then they start writing. The angels are following you. You have one at the right side and the one at the left side. And the one at the right side is the Rakib Atid. And they are writing. They are writing all that we are doing. When, as we are here, the angels are here writing everything. And the Quran said, Kiraman ka'atibina ya'lamuna ma taf'alun. Whatever you are doing, those angels are writing. So in the day of judgment, when you die, the book is closed, they hang it on your neck. Then they will ask you to read. Ikra kitabuka. Read that book. Kenkai ubukono. Quran said, Alaykum alaykum hasiba. And then one of the kenkai why today we are going to read. That is why you open your book, you see, I've cheated someone. Hey, I slept with someone. Hey, gay. Hey, we smoke, everything. The sins, la yughayyiru sagir wala kabir, that those small ones and big ones were not left out. Everything is inside. Everything. So you better start warming up. Here, nobody should tell you to change. Yes, no one should tell you to change. You see, there is a saying in Akan. I don't know, say, Ubedi Krama Via no Dishishishi. Ubisu say, Ubedi. I'm telling you, other than that, here, it is not written on our forehead that when you attain 50 years, 70 years, that you die. Is it written? No. Yes. It's not written. So anybody can go. So the little time that Allah has given you, you have to do it. That Allah is saying that, Ya ayyuhal ladina amanu hal adullukum ala tijaratin tunjikum min al-adhab al-alim. The trade that is going to take you away from the hellfire is that to know that you die, that you live in Allah alone. You can't compare. There's no comparison. You should not even compare anything to Allah. وَتُجَاهِدُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ بِأَمْوَالِكُمْ وَأَنفُسِكُمْ. Then you have to, do what you call jihad. So when we say jihad, it's not a matter of carrying cutlasses and whatever it is. When somebody, these days, you see, I was very worried. Even I keep on worrying for Muslims. You see, all these things that Allah has said that the best religion in the sight of him is Islam, Muslims are relaxed. When you go to campus, why that, the new president, we have a lot of Muslims who are the new presidents. You can do that services. When you say the new president, we have a lot of Muslims who are the president of the new. All those people who can voice out in parliament and Muslims, then you find out. Do that research. Most of them were the new president. Why? Because when you come to Takashi, like they should talk, they should fight for something, they should do things, they can do it. But when you come to fighting for Islam, it is not there. Now, look at the statistics. Here, in your school here, how many students are Muslims and how many students are non-Muslims? Compare. Look at the statistics in Ghana. How many Muslims are in Ghana? And yes, still, we are still left behind in terms of education. Why? Is it that we can't fight for our right? Is it that our fathers are still at this antiquated knowledge that education cannot help us? Go to magazine and find out. Look at the number of people. Go to these tailoring shops and this. Look at the number of Muslims who are there learning this thing. And look at the number of people who are attending school. They are still left behind. These days, we mentioned that we want armed robbers. We have gotten some armed robbers. 5 names are Christians and 5 names are Muslims. So I'm happy that, like when you go to the other campus these days, you don't hear some of the students behaving and here and there. So discipline is coming. But I'm telling you, unless we start propagating Islam, it is your duty and my duty to propagate Islam. What do you mean by discipline? That you can't be disciplined when you are not following the rules and promulgations of the institutions or the rules and regulations of the Quran. Whatever is in the Quran, you can't be a good Muslim when you don't follow those rules. Now, what do we see? Because we are left behind, we are choked at one place. Lack of leadership. And we have tended to be enemies of Islam. Why am I saying that? Now we have what we call the external and internal enemies of Islam. When we talk of the external enemies of Islam, are those who have painted Islam out there. They see every Muslim to be a terrorist. So even when you just misbehave a little bit, these are the people. So because of that, Muslims, those on campus, you also have to do more. Like you still have to humble more. Other than that, you know, they say this. But we have what we call this external enemies of Islam, and we have the internal enemies of those external enemies. Now people will say that we have what we call ISIS, and they are Muslims. ISIS, they are Muslim. We call Al-Shabaab, they are Muslim. So when we say Al-Shabaab, is what we call the youth. Is Al-Shabaab. So if somebody, some particular group of maybe religious group, Christians or whatever, they have, one day they say they want to do demonstration, they write, the youth want to do demonstration, placard, they say the youth, or maybe in Ghana they say we want to do something, they write the youth, and they are doing demonstration. Can we say they are Christians? The meaning of Al-Shabaab is the youth. So if they see that, they say Muslims are demonstration. Look at Libya, what is happening. Nobody will talk about it. No one. But the moment the Muslims behave just this in a way, it's on the pipeline. They say, oh, Muslims, some people are even doing some, it's a choreographic something like they cut some this and they are just editing. They cut some Muslims, they slout the head and say, Hello, what? You'll be there when they'll be posting this and that Muslims are doing that. Is that true that Muslims are doing that? No, is it true? No, the problem is that even what somebody sent me and asked me that why you Muslims are doing that. When you say jihad, then you flatter somebody and say Allah Akbar. Is it good for you? Okay, let me ask you a question. Where you have watched Bruce Lee, Gambo, those films before? Haven't you watched them before? You know that somebody will shoot and then you see them dying physically on this thing. Is it proper death? No. But it's edited once. And somebody also edit something and take a cutlass and say he's slapping somebody where people believe that they are Muslim doing that. It's never true. How can Muslims have their sisters at one place and some group of Muslims go and arrested about 230 sisters to some place for about 4 years or 3 years and impregnated some of them and they say they are Muslim. Are they Muslim too? No. They're not Muslims. So if you don't read, then because some people, Zionism and Zionists, they have been, what do you call it, paid for, contracted with them. When you read, there's a book called Zionism, you can read them, contracted with them. They pay them, some of them they pay and block to their family. That's why they say they are not Muslim. The Quran says, فَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do not kill yourself. It's stated there. So if you read the Quran says, do not kill yourself. And Quran said, no one should force anybody to pray. That is Quran chapter 2 verse 2. It says, La ikraha fi din, kad tabayyana rushd min al-ghayy. There is no compulsion in religion. The truth have already. You see. So now, how do you see this in the Quran? Take a class, go and kill someone, that is okay. How? Then you go and capture 230 people, females, and then go and then do whatever you want to do. You say they are Muslim. So who is going to explain this? Who are going to try to prove that these are not Muslims? We are quiet. Aren't we quiet? How many are? Do you think Allah has just created some people to come just be propagating? You are one of them. Even on campus here, you are supposed to let your character to prevail. No, somebody who characters repel people from Islam, they don't allow bending. Why? Because you need to let your character. You need, when we say Muslim submission, you need to submit yourself. And then you can see what is really happening today. Look at our community. When we even finish Salah, we say our Salah dance. And look at what, even when you are married, even the people, the Christians are not even playing those music and songs. Christians that do think people are Muslim, they do their things different way. When you go to their marriage, they play what the gospels. But when you come to our side, you know, they will go and pick those, make it those kinds of bring them. Then they will block the street. Indiscipline. They make what they don't think it is Islam. Sometimes some of them, 1 week, they don't even pray. How can somebody, even look at even the chiefs, they are just, people are warring Islam. They're what we call the internal enemies of Islam. Yeah, that is that. The external enemies of Islam are those out there who are not Muslim, try to. But Allah is saying that God did in Islam is a religion that if you like, don't even propagate. Allah will propagate the deen in Islam. Look, this Osama bin Laden issue converted a lot of people into Islam. When the World Trade Center bombed, it converted a lot of people into Islam. That is that. Our deen in Islam is going to exist. No one can break it. So, my brothers and sisters, it is important that we start learning a lot from the Quran. We should read the Quran. Why are we not reading the Quran? Why are we not implementing what is in the Quran? Why is that Quran is telling us not to do this, and we are not doing? Because we have disobeyed. Whosoever disobeyed Allah, Allah is saying that they are the people who are losers in this world and in the hereafter. They are losers in this world and the hereafter. The religion is saying that getting to the end of the world, Allah is saying the whole world, the religion of Islam is going to supersede the religion in the whole world. That's what we said. And the value of Islam will reduce at that time. You see a lot of people entering Islam. So we want to ensure, say, obi bia wabas asisua, obi bia oye Muslim, obi bia oye a student of Islamic knowledge. Everybody is a student. Obia is there and Obia is so Obia is there. A lot of negative attitude that you know, social media, we have a lot of issues that are going on social media. This telephone is going to send a lot of people into hell. Because why? Because we have these good things there and the bad things are there many. How many people are on the social media? That's the issue. Now, even when they get there, they see the program, the preaching, and they would rather discard that one and then punch in what you can enjoy. What you can enjoy. Now you see a lot of things. And what you watch, watch what you watch. In the day of Qiyamah, Allah said, your ear will against you, your leg will against you, your eye, what you watch, you all talk. So why don't we learn Islam? Somebody, look, we have a lot of people who are schooling, they've also neglected the knowledge of Islam. They are doing this Western education, they've neglected the knowledge of Islam. and they don't know how to, just this area, we want some place to go and pray. We were doing some program, we went there, and then we finished prayer. Some people came to pray, and then the imam was at the left side, and then the next person, the ladan was also at the left side. Once somebody came to join that, what do you call it, salat, he, tried to let this imam, go forward for the ladan to join him. He pointed the ladan to come back, and the ladan went forward to be the imam, and the imam was not Allahu. So, and these people are saying they are Muslims. How can you be a Muslim when you don't learn the religion? A lot of people are going to the parliament. They are Muslims by name, but they get there, they don't know anything. I remember we went up 2005 that we were now teaching some very superior person who was in the presidency, Fatiha, Surah Fatiha. It means that for all his life, he was praying without knowing Fatiha. And the Prophet said, whosoever pray without reciting Fatiha is known and hot. What? There's no salat. There's no salat. It's not a voice. You meet them, you say, Salam alaikum, you say, Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You see the problem? So that doesn't mean you're just looking for this world, then you neglect Islam. If you read more in Islam, read more Quran, you try to find out, your life will change. Your life will never be the same. Because everything is in the Quran. What to eat, how to behave, how to walk, how to laugh, how to do everything. Now, what we are doing is pull him down. That is what we are doing now. Pull him down. Now we are just fighting for positions. We are fighting for a whole lot of. And then those down there, the problem they are also facing is that they are also helping the politician to move. So when they get there, they forget them. What we are getting is the security. This and now they say forest, this and applications that come. You see, the Muslims are rushing. They say they are going to plant trees. They are going to they are rushing. See this, but getting up there is this. Why is it that we don't want to learn? We don't want to blend the two. Those who have one eye, they are not equal like those who have two eyes. And then now, how many Muslims are teachers here in this school? How many Muslims are nurses? How many Muslims are parliamentarians? How many Muslims? You see, all these things. Then we should rather go back, those who are privileged, here, we should go back and educate our brothers, try to help them to also come. Because we are left behind in terms of education. That is why some of us want to cry when we go back to the history books to read about people who invented. A lot of them were Muslims. Those who, look, Islam ruled the world over 800 years because of knowledge. 800 years because of knowledge. They ruled, if you go to the world history on civilization, you read page 230, you see a lot. One professor was called Ibn Sina. That man finished this Quran at the age of, he was a Hafiz at the age of 11 years, and then was a professor, mathematician, everything, doctors, economics, and everything. And that he grew up to the level that no one could teach him in the world. He gives himself degree. No one. No one. And he was called Ibn Sina. So they called him Ibn Sina. But his name is Ibn Sina. The whole world, the man that did research in the whole world, he was a Muslim. His name is Ibn Battuta. He traveled the whole world and did research and presented the research. Ibn Hayyan was a father of chemists. All these things, there are people who invented. The man who invented he invented the microscope. the people who brought up the format for calculations, they were Muslim. There was one man they called Algebra. He did this mathematics, integers, negative and positive. And then when he brought this in, it was adopted by the whole world. And now they have to name the man after that mathematics. That is what we call algebraic expression. His name is Jibril. His name is Jibril. So without Jibril, we didn't have negative and positive, where you say 2x squared plus 9 is equal to 0. You see, and look at Muslims today. Look at that 7th century. They were able to shape the world. They were able to rule the world for 800 years. And now, where are we? Where are we? We are chasing the world now. And those research that they did, presented them, made them the whole world benefit. Look, they did the research and then we were able to know that we were created by sperm for 1,439 years when no one knew what was happening. And now sent the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the Quran chapter 22, Surah Al-Hajj. Allah said, "In kuntum fi raybin min al-ba'th, fa inna khalaqnakum min turab thumma min nutfah." That if you are in doubt, it is I who created you, and then I will kill you and resurrect you and judge you. I created you with sign, and after that, what I did was that to use sperm to create you. 1,439 years when no one has seen this. You have all these things. I'm sorry, we have lost in the system. Go back and read the histories, and let's change our life. Let's forget about our focus is just get money. If I'm a man, get money and then get my 4 wives. If a woman, get money and marry. And then, get some cocoa, say, masa, those and give it to the wife. You go and you went. You see, this thing, let's leave that aside and move ahead because of Islam. So, without wasting my time, I am saying that I'm going to end here. So that next time, but we are into research, like we are telling you. Islamic Research and Dawah Network International, the door is open for every student who wants to learn. We have a lot of things. We are doing a lot of things on the net. We are doing degree programs. Now, I'm just about to finish. You better have to go back and get a different name and start a different kalima and make sure you start moving in a different direction. So, without wasting my time, when I end, the technician will just subscribe for everybody here. Those who have the phones here, you just subscribe for you free, so that whenever the program is going on, you just get it on your phone, and then either that time or later on, you watch it. We have other members who are outside that Islamic Research. Some are in Canada, American, Ethiopia, those, and they are all members of Islamic Research and Dawah Network International, and everybody here should be a member of Islamic Research and Dawah, because as a Muslim, as a student, you need to do a lot of research. Okay, you need to do Dawah, homes, their characters. Look, let your children, let them learn from you. Be a role model of your child. If your child cannot be a role model of you, then you are nothing. Because if you say, if you behave, you portray some characters, bad characters, and your child comes to pick those bad characters, and you go somewhere and say, my child is a bad boy or a bad girl, you are testing yourself. Why do you pick that character for your child to pick? Then you need to change. So in changing, and I said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that we should, as much as possible, before we use our money, our wealth, our strength, وَأَنْفِقُوا مِمَّا رَزَقْنَاكُم مِّن قَبْلِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَ أَحَدَكُمُ الْمَوْتُ. Before, we should use our strength, our money, our everything before the death comes to us. فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي. Other than that, when we are about to die, at the point 5 minutes time you are about to die, when the angel of death, when the angel who is taking you out have come to tell you that, my brother, the distance has ended. So what do? He left. The person who is giving you food will come and tell you that the food has finished. The number of containers that Allah gave me has finished. So what do? I'm going. When the person, the angel who is come to take your soul is already standing by. That day, the day we are talking. When they give you water, you can't take it. All the food and water will pass through the what do you call it? The machines, and the machines cannot pump. Even it gets there, it comes back. That's the day we are talking. And that day that Allah is saying that now you have to change before that day comes. Other than that, you tell Allah that Allah, take me back so that I do duty. And Allah will tell you that in the when the time of Allah comes, and when it comes, you are able to do it. You never add a minute. If you know. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام را. تلك آيات الكتاب وقرآن مبين. ربما يود الذين كفروا لو كانوا مسلمين. ذرهم يأكلوا ويتمتعوا ويلههم الأمل فسوف يعلمون.